So tonight I wanted to talk about what I posted there, what you only earn as far as what you do, and how you can give yourself a raise in the home business industry or whatever it is you're doing. So again, welcome here. And a little bit about myself. I'm a family man, father of 3 teens now, and I'm also in the United States Navy, serving on board submarines now for almost 19 years. And a little bit of the experiences and stuff I'm going to share with you tonight as far as that and what you can do to increase your earnings and give yourself the raise that you're looking for. So that's a little bit about myself real quick, down in nitty gritty. Biggest thing is that you want to take into it, nothing worth it happens overnight. I take this from my qualifications as far as being on board ship. Nothing worth having is what you think. We, always seeing out there the quick money schemes, and that's what I call them, looking to generate stuff like that. So nothing worth having it's going to take time. Nothing happens overnight except the decision to become more, be more of yourself in order to give more to others, which in turn you attract more to yourself. As far as the qualifications on board, qualifications for United States Submarine Force, a minimum time it takes is 6 months. Now, most people take anywhere from 7 to 9 months in order to qualify, and you have up to a year in order to qualify. But that, as far as the qualifications is, you're going through learning the basics, how to fight fires, how to fight flooding, 2 major dangers in a submarine when we're underneath the water, all the way up to learning the systems, how they work, the power supplies, how they tie into one another, and the intricate parts of how us as submariners or submariners work hand in hand together, and how the equipment works together. So we take the junior sailor on board and we put them in scenarios as far as their qualification process and make sure that they earn the crew's trust for number one. So that you can take as far as marketing. Someone's going to have to learn how to trust you. And then being able to go on and succeed, because that's what ultimately the dolphins that wear upon my chest and other submariners wear upon their chest is what they are doing. They have the trust. I can go out and trust anyone wearing a warfare device that in the need of battle or whatever it is, that they can save my life, and I'm going to save theirs. So ultimately it's a trust, and that takes time to build up. Some of the junior personnel, they go off and you get discouraged. Even like a new network marketer gets discouraged. Oh, why do I have to do this day in and day out? But people have to. It's an ongoing battle that you have to fight, and it's not going to take time. I'm sure some of us have already heard that term. I know my mom always said it growing up. Rome was never built in a day. It took a while to build the Empire of Rome, but it did take a while, very short amount of time in order to break it down. We can do that in network marketing, whatever business we're in. It takes time to build up, but the minute that we give up is the moment that empire, our success, ends. The only thing that happens overnight, is the decision to become successful and do what we want to. Let me repeat that. The only thing that does happen overnight is the decision that we make inside of ourselves in order to become successful. In order to become successful, it takes time. And a lot of people don't think about that, and they want to go through. Gary Vee shared a very good video today. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out over on his YouTube channel or one of his other social medias, talking about entrepreneurs and how people think it's the young bucks, per se, being the entrepreneurs, where it's a level playing field. It doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter in gender. It's level playing field. You just have to go out and do the business and go out and do it. Yes, it was awesome there, Judy. Thanks. I enjoyed that one. Let's see. Another thing I wanted to cover was the different types of leadership. We come into the submarine force, the United States Navy. Some people say it's a lazy man's job, per se. All you have to do is show up. on time, have a proper uniform, meaning a good haircut, wearing the uniform, the cloth of the nation properly, and do as you're told. You collect the paycheck. But there's others that you can look at as far as why do they succeed? Why do the leaders succeed, and why do we rank advance? There's a couple key elements in that, right? If you just want to be par and show up, sort of like a tire kicker in home business network marketing, that's not me. Those are the people that just kind of show up whenever. They keep blaming other people for their problems, and they never take ownership. Own what you own. The first decision you can make is own what you own, and that means to take in knowledge and become self-aware of oneself and taking ownership of yourself, your actions, your decisions, and whatever it is you're doing, whether it's business, whether it's serving with the military, whatever it is. There will be people who do what they're just told and go about, and some of them succeed a little bit, but ultimately in the end they end up getting out early on, or they don't. It eventually catches up to them and they get out. We have that in the home business industry. A lot of people go for a while, but then they decide to get out. It's the ones that have lasted for years upon years, greater than 10 years. That's a milestone. That go on and achieve great success, and it's taken them time. We see it all the time. We have entrepreneurs and other business associates that come in and they achieve success in like 90 days or less, but we fail to look at the background as far as that. They've probably spent more than 10 years or however long, could be close to 20, building up that business in order to go, and then they had that following to push with them. That's one of the things I've learned over the past year. Seen a lot of successful people come and some people go. But the people who achieve more and receive more, what do I mean by that? This is where we get into the nitty-gritty as far as being able to get the raise that you're looking for. How do you increase your income? In the Navy, we always have a saying that I was taught by my mentors was, whatever pay grade you're at, wherever you're at in your income, look 2 pay grades ahead. Now get that, right? 2 pay grades. Not just the next one, but the one after that. That's where you want to be, and that's where you want to be looking. You want to overshoot because you want to get to that next pay grade. You want to look to see beyond, right? Now, take away from that into the home business industry. Where do you want to be? And find those individuals that are doing and are where you want to be. And then go ahead and look beyond them. Who are they being with mentors and such like that? That way you're always 2 steps ahead. Now that you know who those people are, you want to start following them. You want to start interacting and seeing what they're doing, and then do what they're doing, right? In order for me to rank advanced real quickly, and I rank advanced really quick in the United States Navy, I was always looking 2 steps ahead. I was always looking 2 pay grades ahead of me and seeing what they were doing. I was going through and understanding and figuring out and doing the job that they were doing, right? We all get paid in a few weeks, months ago or stuff like that. We heard the stories on the news if you paid attention as far as people wanting $15 an hour at McDonald's and different such like that. And now they're getting changed over to just going up, and it's a meal to order, little cashier register pay, and then they downsize, right? Because the employees didn't want to pay it. They didn't have to. They weren't doing the job required of that income. So if you want to increase your income, you need to be doing the job already. You need to be doing the work of those ahead of you. And I always recommend 2 steps ahead. So what are those type of leaders doing? They invest in themselves. They're buying courses. They're looking into courses as far as seeing whether it's a fit for them, whether it's they want to learn something in social network marketing, how to use Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever it is. They're investing in themselves. They're not considering it, oh, I'm using up some money and, you know, going to go through it, right? Mark Harbert says it really best. You know, he'll go out and spend, you know, a couple $1,000s on a course, but if he gets one gold nugget from that course, it was all worth the amount of money that he put into it, because that's going to help him build his business. You know, so successful people invest in themselves. Successful people also go to live events. They go to live events where they can recharge and be around people wanting to be more than what they already are. You know, and that's the big sale. You know, whatever business you're in, that always invest in going and go to your live events, because that's where the true money is made. That's where the friendships are made. You'd be amazed at the social proof as far as that. So go out, go forth, be more than you are today, and the person that you are from a year from now, if you continually do that, we'll look back and thank you starting today. Take care. I'm out. You guys have a good one.